As the summer sun warms hearts and the smell of barbecues fills the air, friends and family gather to celebrate a day that resonates deeply within the soul of the nation, the 4th of July. This day is not just about fireworks and parades. It's a powerful reminder of the resilience, bravery, and unyielding spirit that define America. The story of the 4th of July begins in the midst of the American Revolution, a time when 13 colonies stood up against the British Empire in a quest for freedom. The Continental Congress, a group of determined leaders, convened in Philadelphia. It was here, in the hallowed halls of Independence Hall, that the seeds of a new nation were sown. On July 2, 1776, the Congress voted in favor of independence. 2 days later, on July 4, 1776, they formally adopted the Declaration of Independence, a groundbreaking document crafted by Thomas Jefferson, with input from John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Roger Sherman, and Robert Livingston. This declaration was more than just a statement of intent. It was a bold proclamation that all men are created equal, endowed with unalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The first celebration of American independence took place on July 8, 1776, in Philadelphia. The city erupted in joy as the Declaration of Independence was read aloud to the public for the first time. Bells rang, bands played, and the streets were filled with people celebrating their newfound freedom. The spirit of that first celebration set the tone for the joyous and patriotic festivities that continue today. The tradition of fireworks began early in American history. On the first anniversary of Independence Day in 1777, fireworks were set off in Philadelphia. This dazzling display symbolized the new nation's hope and excitement. Barbecues became a popular way to celebrate in the 19th century, combining American traditions of cooking outdoors with communal gatherings, reflecting the country's spirit of togetherness and celebration. Throughout the years, each 4th of July has been marked by messages from the nation's presidents, who have used this day to reflect on America's journey and inspire its citizens. As the first president of the United States, George Washington set a precedent for celebrating the 4th of July. While no specific address from him on this day is recorded, his leadership and vision were always a source of inspiration. He continually emphasized the importance of unity and the responsibilities that come with freedom. On July 4, 1826, exactly 50 years after the adoption of the Declaration of Independence, both Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, two key architects of American independence, passed away. Their deaths on this symbolic day underscored their lifelong commitment to the principles of liberty and equality. During the Civil War, a time when the nation was once again tested, President Abraham Lincoln, in his Gettysburg Address, reaffirmed the promise of the 4th of July. He reminded Americans that the nation was conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. His words echoed the sentiment that the struggle for freedom and equality is an ongoing journey, one that requires continuous dedication and effort. During World War II, President Franklin D. Roosevelt used the 4th of July to bolster American morale. In 1941, he addressed the nation, emphasizing the global struggle for democracy and freedom. His words rallied Americans to support the war effort and stand firm against tyranny. On July 4, 1986, President Ronald Reagan reminded Americans of the importance of unity and the enduring strength of the national spirit. In his address, he spoke of the progress made as a nation and the challenges that still lay ahead. Reagan's words served as a call to action, urging citizens to cherish freedoms, honor history, and work together to build a brighter future. In his 1991 4th of July address, President George H.W. Bush celebrated America's resilience and the end of the Cold War. He emphasized the importance of freedom and democracy, highlighting the changes occurring worldwide and encouraging Americans to continue their support for global freedom. During his presidency, Bill Clinton often used the 4th of July to reflect on the progress America had made. In 1996, he spoke about the nation's journey toward greater equality and justice. urging citizens to continue working towards a more inclusive and united society. In the wake of the September 11th attacks, President George W. Bush's 4th of July addresses focused on the themes of resilience and patriotism. In 2002, he reminded Americans of their shared values and the importance of unity in the face of adversity, paying tribute to the spirit of America. President Barack Obama used the 4th of July to celebrate American diversity and the contributions of all citizens. In his 2014 address, he honored military service members and their families, emphasizing the sacrifices made for the nation's freedom and encouraging Americans to uphold the values of liberty and justice. President Donald Trump's 4th of July speeches often highlighted American exceptionalism and military strength. In 2019, he delivered a Salute to America address, celebrating the nation's history and achievements and paying tribute to the armed forces. President Joe Biden has used his 4th of July addresses to focus on unity and healing. In 2021, he celebrated the nation's recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, emphasizing the importance of coming together as a community and reaffirming the principles of democracy and equality. The 4th of July is a day to commemorate the courage and vision of the Founding Fathers and the countless individuals who fought and sacrificed for independence. It is a day to reflect on the core values that form the bedrock of the nation: freedom, equality, and justice. As this 4th of July approaches, embrace the spirit of the forebears with hearts full of gratitude and joy. Gather with loved ones, share stories of the nation's history, and take a moment to reflect on the freedoms enjoyed. Light up the skies with fireworks, but also ignite the spark of hope and unity in communities. This year, celebrate not just with festivities, but with a renewed commitment to the ideals that make America a beacon of freedom. Honor the sacrifices of those who came before by striving to create a more just, inclusive, and vibrant society. So as you don red, white, and blue, remember that the 4th of July is more than a day off work. It's a celebration of the enduring American spirit. Read more, learn more, and be inspired by the incredible journey of the nation. Happy Independence Day, and may the spirit of freedom light your path today and always.